Alright everybody, we have a very special video for today. We have both developer interviews slash first look at a game. We're combining them both here for our spotlight. But my guest who will be chatting here in a second is from the developer Poncho Studios, who's working on their own take on the Advance Wars turn-based strategy format with Avante Atlantis. So I'm going to give them a chance to introduce themselves and kind of give us a little pitch about what we're going to be seeing here today.
Hello everyone, my name is Danilo. I'm the solo dev for Avante Atlantis. And yeah, like Josh said, it's my take on Advance Wars formula. I loved Advance Wars and board games. I actually loved them, not I loved. So I wanted to merge them and bring this new view look to this type of game.
And what we're going to be doing here today is we're going to be playing like a match or two, depending on how long things go. I will probably end up getting crushed, so we'll see how things play. But for people who are watching this right now, the version that we're going to be playing, is this demo currently available or will be going up like in the near future?
It's gonna be up this Friday, so on the 29th of November of 2024. So in 2 days, yeah. So we're gonna play exactly the same build. That's gonna be the demo.
Okay. And for people listening to us right now, we're going to be doing this as a remote play option for multiplayer. But as you can see by the title screen here, there will eventually be kind of like online multiplayer functionality, right?
Yes, 100%. It's gonna be a classic, just connect to someone and play or find a match. And we're gonna start as 1v1, and then maybe we can increase to 1v1v1 and this kind of stuff.
Okay, sounds good. So we are going to set this up. We've already set up the remote play connection, so there should not be any problem there. So just taking a look at the different maps that we have. Alright, let's start with map 1, then we'll go to maybe map 2 as we'll see. So I will be team red, Danilo will be team blue.
Alrighty, let's go.
Alright, first unit, power tanks. Okay. Okay.
Alright, so you start, and just FYI, there's 2 ways of winning, right? You can defeat, for the moment, you can defeat all my units, or I can defeat all yours. Or if you reach the enemy's base, so the big pointy building, the blue one, right? So if you just go there and just stop a unit there, you should win as well.
I like the kind of almost like paper or like kind of like I guess like billboard style for the character models. What was the, I guess like, how did you sell and what kind of art you wanted to use for the game?
The original idea was that I wanted to be like a board game. I don't know if you know, I play Scythe a lot, the board game, in Carcassonne. So I kind of always like the aesthetics of it. So, and I like the pixel art, just pixel art in general. So I wanted to kind of mix them both, and was a lot of testing, because before it was more a digital thing, and now it became basically a paper cut style. Like people say it's similar to Paper Mario, and I kind of like it, the way they said that. So if you're finished, you can right click if you're playing with keyboard and mouse to end your turn. Yep. So then it's my turn now.
So in this kind of build of the game, are we allowed to build units, or is it just the units that are on the field?
At the moment, it's just the units that are on the field. Okay. So we are we call pre-deployed, right? But it's something that I want to work on, to have basically special buildings that allows you to build other units. And of course, right now we just have 3 types of units, which is the infantry, bazookas, and tanks. So in the future, you're gonna have jets, ships, battle boats, and some other special units I'm thinking of.
And since this is obviously inspired by Advance Wars, and I know I have a few fans of it probably watching this right now, I need to ask, are you going to do anything with like different like commanders and commander powers?
Uh, yes, but that's gonna be more in the future. So right now, I really want to focus on the gameplay aspect of it. As you see, we're gonna have the combat now. So for this combat, it's a little bit different from Advance Wars. So what I'm gonna do is this.
Oh.
So yeah, let's see the animation because it's cool. So basically, the idea, this type of game, like make its advantage to attack first, because you're gonna give the damage based on who's attacking first, and then based on the damage, the health that you are left with, and then you give a damage, and then the dice is not you throw a bigger, how to say, a bigger number, you're gonna kill me, right? You just added bonus that's added or subtracted to your overall damage. So tanks and bazookas, for example, tanks are good against infantry and bazookas, but bazookas are good against tanks, and infantry is good all around. And as you can see on the bottom left, the tile you're at, it has bonus defense. So if you're in the roads, bridges, basically gives you 0, while you're on a mountain, it gives a +4, which is you can think it's about a percentage, so like +40%. +20%.
How long have you been working on this one for?
We're in end of November, right? So 6 months. That's from scratch, let's say. I'm an experienced Unreal developer, so I'm doing this in Unreal if it was not. I think it was Sean, but yeah, I've been using Unreal since I was 18 years old, so like 12 years more or less. So yeah, it was very easy. The hardest part for me was like getting the aesthetic of it right, and that's what I'm trying to do with the demo when I'm gonna launch it, to get a gameplay feeling right for people. Like they want to just to see if everything plays right. They like the dice, the animations, and everything else. Oh, you killed me there. Oh, yeah. Not a good move there. Let's see what I can do here. Yeah, let's.
And I can also see you also have the same in Advance Wars, that the more damage a unit takes, the weaker their next hit is going to be.
Exactly. Yeah, I always love that mechanic. It makes you be more think more about your strategy. And, one thing that I think somebody commented, I'm very active on Blue Sky, that it would be interesting to have, for example, units with lower health to merge into one.
I was just about to that too.
So it's a good thing. I need to test it and see how that would work. But yeah, that's interesting. I want to bring more fun to this. I don't want to be fully like, oh, war commanders, like, you know. I want to be a little bit more fun when I bring these other units and commander powers. It took forever to do these animations to work the way I wanted, so I'm so happy they ended up like this. Everybody looks at it like, oh, that's cool. Oh no. Yeah.
But once the dice rolls are my favor, which is very rare. Did you say that tanks can't deal with infantry, or the bazookas do counter tanks?
No, but the tank will be an advantage when it attacks first against infantry and bazookas. But if a bazooka attacks first, then it has the advantage. Yeah, see, so basically you give me all the... Yep. As you can see in battles, there are other numbers there, which is basically a way to show the player. All the variables that usually in this type of games are hidden, right? So like your overall health, your death, base damage against enemies, your roll dice, and basically your final damage that you're giving to your enemy.
Another thing that I'm noticing that isn't in this version, but another mainstay of Advance Wars, is the act of supplying or resupplying units. Is that something that you're thinking about putting in at some point? Like, being able to,
No.
Okay.
Yeah, this is something that I initially planned to do. It even, I think it's still on the code, but it's something that I think it gets too, like, you have to keep watching everything all at once. So I was like, this is not that fun, you know, and I want to really bring the fun on this game instead of too much strategy that you have to think about 10,000 variables happening. But yeah. One thing I can say is that, oh, yeah, you killed mine on that one. One thing I can say is that this the name of the game is Avante Atlantis, right? And I don't have the story mode, and that's gonna take a while. But the idea is that what happens is, well, let me attack first, otherwise I cannot think about it. So the idea is that the mythical city of Atlantis, right, just popped up in the world, and all the nations decided to do like a fair play, and like, okay, let's start at the same day at the same time, and whoever conquers it first and kills all the other nations or whatever will be the owner of Atlantis, right? But as soon as you progress with the story, basically what will happen is you're gonna discover why Atlantis was like hidden for all this time and nobody could find it. And that's when I want to bring the commanders and all the other like fun characters I want to bring to this. And as well, I want to bring power-ups. Like right now we're playing with dice that goes from 0 to 10, and maybe there's a power-up. Oh, I got killed on that one. That can make you go from 0 to 20, or make your enemy just roll from 0 to 5, right? D5 or whatever. I'm still thinking. There's a lot of way to go. Oh no, I got a 0. Oh,
I got killed there.
But yeah, well, you said we were gonna get crushed, and I'm the one getting crushed in my own game, but that's fine. Yeah, I don't think I have a way out of that one.
The dice normally does feel like a little bit funky at the moment with the mouse. Like, it's like sometimes like not reading it.
Yeah, it's something. It's a bug I know about it.
Okay.
It's something I want to, because until yesterday it was only working with controllers. Oh, and I'm like, oh, I really need to make it work with mouse. So it was like just rushing to get things done.
Especially with like a lot of like strategy games on PC, because I've noticed from a few like indie developers they'll release it and it's only gamepad only or only keyboard only, and you always have someone who prefers one over the other. Let's see. This guy is
And currently, because of the local Steam remote play together, right? We cannot both use keyboards, because otherwise they'll be basically using yours. But it's something that when we have online functionality going on, you'll be able to play with keyboard and mouse, if you prefer, right? If you prefer to use controllers, there will be support for that as well. Jesus, I pity this tank. It's getting crushed. I think I kill you on this one. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
I don't think you're gonna be able to do too much there. Yeah.
See what I can do, because I don't think I can run from it. Yeah, I'll try anyway. Maybe if I can conquer your HQ. Otherwise, yeah, it's bye-bye for me.
Get in there.
Yeah. Well, nothing I can do anymore. Oh no, I forgot about your side as well. You can be... Yep, yeah, I think I'm done. Yep.
I think this should kill? There it is.
No, yeah, you got me. One thing as well is that, well, maybe I said that, but I don't remember saying, so I'll say it again. There's only these 3 types of units, right? I have already different units on the code, but for example, units that can carry other units. I think it's the APC on Advanced Wars. But yeah, it got too complex, so like, let me dial down a little bit on the units and see if the basics are working fine first. After that, for me, it's super simple to add a new unit. So different from Advanced Wars, where they like kind of focus on very like military, just like this is a real thing, right? With the APCs, big tanks. I want to bring a little bit more, I think, cool units, let's call it that, right? So, for example, a drone that it's controlled by another from infantry, or for example, a mecha unit that doesn't work until an infantry goes on it, and then it can, plus 10 power or whatever. Even putting things like landmines and things are on the map, not just the battles. And congratulations, you won while I was talking.
Thank you. If I rematch, does it pick up the same map, or does it let us pick another map?
It's same map, so you need to quit your main menu.
Got it. Will there be like Fog of War maps in the finished game?
Yeah, so it's something I did it already. I just removed it because local play doesn't make sense, right? To have local fog because we're seeing the same map. But ideally, I want to bring and see what people think about it. One thing I want to bring as well is custom weathers, like random weathers. So like rain, snow, and this kind of stuff.
Alright.
So I didn't even see the map you picked.
Any thoughts on like air units as well?
Yeah, so I have actually implemented already jets, bombers, and helicopters. One thing I still want to think is if I want to go the Advanced War style, where air units occupy the same space as land units and sea units, or if I want to go like above and make, like, for example, I can have a jet above a land unit, for example, they are combined the same tile. One thing I know I have already actually, it's to have air-only tiles. So, for example, we have the sea, right? With only sea units can go through it, and land usually only land units, and usually air can go everywhere. But I want to have, for example, I have a canyon that only air units can go through. So, and have actually as well sea wars and air wars, let's say, battles, like only maps, only where you only have ships or only have jets and helicopters or whatever we have in the future.
I almost forgot, another mainstay I need to ask that you're thinking about having is artillery of some kind.
Oh yes, of course. I really want to do artillery. It's just a little bit hard to code the attack on a distance, but I will do it because I want to have a sniper unit as well, not just artillery, so you can play around with. I really like the infantry, like the little humans, right? Because I think they give a little bit more personality to the game. So I want to get, like, even, for example, a diver unit, and things like this. But yeah, a sniper one would be very good, like to go across the bridge and shoot from like 4 tiles away. You won the last one, so I need to win this to show I'm good on my own game.
I will.
It's a
try to put up
thing.
a good fight here.
Fair enough.
I like kind of like as another like little effect. I like kind of like the springiness of the objects when you're like running around them, or when they're like going down and up. You know, I see like the trees bouncing.
Oh, I see. Yeah, there was a small bug there. Yeah, I noticed. Good, I'm taking notes because usually these bugs are very like one line of code to fix it. Well, let's see. I go through the ruins.
And another thing, while you're doing that, are there any plans having like healing units or being able to like heal elite units on captured buildings and stuff like that?
I never thought of that actually. It's a good thing. Like we said, I really want to try that merging units in a type of heal, because the damage is based on the amount of health you have, right? So merging units could be a tactic to do. But it's an interesting thing to heal. It's I need to test it and see if it's fun. Oh, we're gonna start. This middle area, I played this map a lot. This middle area is chaos. It's just chaos. Oh yeah, and the idea about Atlantis is this ruin style, is to bring that a little bit of the ruins of the city, right? But I'm still writing the story to give a little bit more personality to it. So it's just like Greek pillars, like it is right now. Oh, I got obliterated.
With the dice that we're doing here, like, are there any more, I guess, like interactions planned, like hitting? Because I notice that we kind of get like that little effect when like our dice like smash into each other. Anything more along those lines?
There will be. I plan to. Like I said, I like to test stuff a lot. I want to give. I want to test something called a special roll. That maybe in the end of the turn you can roll, and if you hit a high number, like a random thing, right? Maybe, like you said, you can heal a unit or give more damage in your next fight. So trying to give more interactions, because otherwise it gets a little bit repetitive, right? But it's something like that I want to test. And of course, with pre-deployed maps the way you have right now, it's you just think about the units you have in the field, right? You see what you see, it's what you're thinking about. But in the future, because you'll be able to build units and capture buildings as well. It will give a little more to think. So we're like, oh, I'm gonna capture that, I'm gonna build here, I'm gonna do this and that. Oh, I cannot go there. Okay, with this one I can. Yeah, let's kill this one. Oh yeah. I think the battles, like these fights that happens, are always fun. My wife, it was a little bit more faster. But my wife like, no, they're super fun to watch, like make it last a little bit longer, you know? But it's something I want to give like more controls over, like, oh, if you don't want, I get it. It's an option. If you want to fast forward this or just skip, just give it the last numbers and to do more fast fights, I get it. So it's something I want to get more in the future.
I cannot hit your dice no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
One
finally.
point of damage.
Finally, let's get through that HQ. So I need to win that. In the dice as well, the physics is a little bit funky. So it's something I want to get more work. Yes. Oh gee, I cannot get through it. Let's just do this, and let's do a front here. Okay, let's go for it. Let's go. There you go. I love the anime style of the when they collide very fast. Right, I think for me that's it. Oh yeah, actually one thing. For the demo, that we only have like this classic, like I call plains biome idea in the final build, or like as the early. I'm gonna launch the game in early access. What I want to do is to bring more biomes. So there's already one in the demo. There's gonna be the desert. It's a work in progress, so there's bound to be some errors in there, but you can already play to see how it goes. which instead of forest, mountains, and just normal roads, you're gonna have like sand, quicksand, mesa type of mountains, cactus, oasis, and this kind of stuff. And there are other biomes I have planned. So you're gonna have to think about the terrain as well, not just it's not always the same. You have to think about it.
I hate to say, but I think I found another bug. I can't control these two red tanks anymore. They're not controllable.
Oh, okay. Interesting. That's great to know. If I win, I will give you this win because of that.
Yeah, I think I just lost another unit. The developer's hacking the game. That's why I'm going to lose this one.
Oh no! Don't say that. No, but that's great. Like, I usually play with just me with two controllers, right? So I try to simulate what a player would do. I invite some friends to play. I play with my wife. So it's usually during that time that I found out the bugs. But the good thing is that I know where the bugs are, so it's a very easy fix. But hard when you're just developing by yourself, when you get used to all controls and what you have to do.
Well, I think this match is definitely going to go to you since 3 of my tanks are not functioning. But I guess in terms of like long-term plans, so how long do you see development of the game going for?
I think at least for another year. Because like I said, I'm solo developing this. I asked help for some people. Like this, the music is made by a guy called Andres from Monoflow. He's really nice. The sprites, I get some sprites from some free databases, but then I change them. But so yeah, I think for another year. But what I want to do is that beginning of next year, I want to launch the early access. So I want to have people playing this and giving feedback, so we can always like upgrade the game together, right, with the community. So yeah, so like little by little, you're gonna like, oh yeah, I had the jets, I had tank, I don't know, mechas and this kind of stuff.
Alright. I think we'll do, since that last one kind of went really fast, we'll do one more and then we'll wrap up for the video/chat.
Oh, fair enough.
Alright, and hopefully I'll keep control over my units.
The first two maps we played were made by me. This one is made by a guy from the community that we have a Discord, and since we are not that much, I asked people if they want to do maps, and they wanted, so this one from the...
Will you have like a full map editor in like the finished version?
Yes, I actually made one for myself. That's how I do the maps. So it's just a matter of exposing that to the final user. So yes, it's custom map editor is definitely on the table.
Nice. Any thoughts? Like you said that you're planning on having like commanders at some point, but any thoughts in terms of like the philosophy or kind of like how you're building the commanders, like when they get implemented?
I'm still writing like what I want from them. So what I'm thinking about is, like I said, it's gonna be all based on the story, right? About the Atlantis, the nations fighting for the conquer it. But like I said, I don't want to be military. Like all characters are just military commanders and this kind of stuff. I don't think that's something I want to follow. Like I said, I want to be more fun. I want to have like wacky characters, like something that you wouldn't expect to be a commander. But it's gonna have a reason behind it, which, like I said, I'm writing the story. But and maybe the special powers will depend on their personality and how they go. So it's not something I have written in stone, right? And again, at the moment, we have just color teams, right? So like it's Team Red against Team Blue. I have coded Team Green and Yellow as well, but it's something that later will change to like, okay, Blue is this nation or whatever, this team, right? Specific one. Red is this, pink is that one. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun story. I don't think people will expect what I have in my mind. Okay, I think this match is gonna be the one who defines it all. Because the first one, I let you win, of course. The second one had a bug, so yeah, this one's for the cookies. One thing, actually, I saw your tank moving, and I remember, is that usually Advanced Wars, this kind of games, usually like every unit is very unique in the way it moves, right? So like tanks can do this, infantry do this, bazooka they can do that. And what I'm trying to do to keep things a little bit more simple is that I'm grouping them into types. So basically, bazooka and infantry are the human type, right? And they all have the same, besides attack power and this kind of stuff, but like movement, how to say, like, things where they can go through, they're all gonna be the same. So for example, everything that has treads, like tanks, cannot go through mountains, for example.
Yeah.
Right? That's gonna be a fixed thing. It's not like you have a special unit that has treads that goes through mountains. So it becomes a little bit easier. You kind of understand already, like just looking at the unit, what they can do and what they cannot do. Because I don't want to go too complex on the you have to like have a data table with you, you know, like a cheat sheet.
Yeah.
Which actually you have if you press start, and there's a cheat sheet with all the values they do, the characters do, like movement, range, where they can go through. But yeah, it's not something that you should need to look at all the time. Maybe when you start the game first time. But I just saw that this unit is gonna be obliterated. Jesus. It's hard to talk and think about the strategy at the same time.
Yeah, that's my one advantage, was I play so many of these games, so this is I have the streamer YouTuber advantage going on right now.
Yes, you definitely have, because usually I just put a high music and keep alone programming and playing, so I don't have to think about it. No, that's tank. Let's go below it. Let's sacrifice that one.
Besides Advanced Wars, like any other like turn-based or just strategy games that really inspired you or you really enjoyed?
I think the original Fire Emblems that I played on the Game Boy, I think it was Advance. And I think these are the main two tactics game that my main inspiration. But I think like I said in the beginning, I think a mix of like board games, strategic board games like Scythe, Carcassonne, and this kind of stuff is also. I'm actually playing Root as well, so this kind of strategy is just like, cool. What if I mix them? And like people said, it looks like Paper Mario a bit with the paper feeling of it, cardboard feeling, or even like I had someone say it, the Pluck Squire, I think that's the name of it. So for me that's, and I never thought about it, but people said that it looked like a bit, and I'm like, that's nice. Like it's something that I can maybe look at it and get more inspiration for it.
In 1 second, I'm just going to alt-tab out for a split second just to make sure that everything is good on the recorder. Let's see. But let's see what's going on here first.
Oh, perfect. One thing I notice, it's your strategy is just to kill me, while I'm focusing on like, I need to get to his HQ as fast as I can. And it's not going good for me. Yeah, this map is has that narrow part in the middle I forgot that I cannot pass through the water. you really got me. Like, I cannot move. I have to pass through a wall of soldiers.
I think I just had that bug happen again. Like, it seems to be something having to do with having to like redo the turn. Seems to not like it, or if I try to redo the character. But that guy's just going to get stuck there anyway, so he should be fine.
Yeah, fair enough. No, but I see. I know exactly what this error is. For the demo, it's gonna be fixed, so everyone knows about it. But yeah, that's why I love like playing the games with someone. It's like you see these things that you don't see, because sometimes you're too focused on art or too focused on code or whatever sound. Sometimes, like I was doing localization today. The game, it's in English and in Portuguese, Brazil, and in French as well right now. And probably we're gonna have in Japanese, Spanish, and Turkish as well. So. At least for the launch of the demo, so at least for that we have it, and then I have other people helping me with the other type of translations. Okay, that was not a smart move. But maybe this one is.
Ooh. Oh.
One thing I noticed, because I'm in the other side, right? Because you're running the game and everything. Oh, it was not a smart move. I cannot hear any sound, but I think that has to do with Steam Remote Play. But I assume you're hearing the music and everything else. Oh, okay, perfect. Because it's very silent on my side, so I'm like, I forgot about the music for a second.
Yeah, I have the sound. It could also be that I have it on the lower side as well, just so that people can hear us chatting.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm not in a good position here, but let's go. Let's go. Maybe I can slip one through your defense. Yeah. Finally. There you go. So you said the bug is like when you go back, right? You press right mouse button to go back to.
When I try to undo the action, seems to cause a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it could be related to using mouse. Like I said, I implemented that yesterday in a rush, so probably I forgot one variable that I need to set.
Yeah, because it looks like this guy doesn't even like show up like on the GUI anymore in terms of their health. Like, he just like he no longer exists.
It's just he's just there. He's just chilling. He's like, I don't want to serve the commander anymore. Not paid enough for that.
How do I see? There we go. That makes it a little easier.
Yes. Yeah, it's another thing that by default is off, and I keep toggling on and off. And it's something I want to just keep. Whatever the player chooses, right? If you want to keep it on, keep it on for forever, or if you just want to toggle it off, toggles off. Because otherwise, you kind of get lost, right? When how many health my unit has, and you just maybe do dumb attacks because you didn't see, like I did. Oh yeah. I like that before you could like go through enemy units, like if you have the movement range. And actually something that I forgot to implement when I started like playing. I know the first time my wife played, she's like, "Why you can move through your enemies? You should block them." I'm like, "No, that's so hard to code." And it actually was not. It was like super easy. But I was like, oh, I didn't thought about that. That's why it was so easy to go to the other side. Because yeah, it makes sense, right? Otherwise, it's super easy to reach the other enemy's HQ. Oh, I hate you. You such a good enemy wall, you know? Oh no.
That would be fun if you survive. Oh.
Yeah. Come on, I need to. I just need the tank. Just a tank to go through it. If I get the tank, I get everything. Oh, jeez, the dice you roll are. It's really good.
I have reverse XCOM lock going on right now.
Alright, yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, I think this may be all she wrote. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oof. Yeah, that one hurt. Yep, you're the superior one on tactical games. Maybe I just like making them, I'm not good at playing.
Can you capture with vehicles? I forgot to ask, or is it just infantry?
Sorry?
Can you capture buildings with vehicles or just infantry?
You can capture with any unit for the moment. So if you get a tank there, you just need to go there and do the weight of the unit, and it should be fine. But this is just a game mode I thought for now, while we don't have actually capturing buildings. And there you go. You won. Congratulations, man. GG.
The game will now be completely rebalanced before the patch comes out.
But yeah.
That was a lot of fun, and again, like, I like the Advanced Wars games. I know I got a few people probably watching this right now who are always looking for a new one. So yeah, I guess in terms of, like, as we said, like, you're playing on this for at least another year in early access. The version or the demo that's going up in the next few days, or should be up for those of you listening to this or watching this right now, will that version's not going to have like story mode obviously, it's just going to be the multiplayer?
Yeah, so the demo version is going to be exactly this one that we just played. Okay. Yeah, and then next year we'll have the early access, which will have the updates.
Alright, sounds good. Before we end things for our chat/recording, anything else regarding the design of Avante Atlantis? Anything else about development that we didn't touch on that you'd like to bring up for people watching?
No, I think we covered it all. Actually, it's there. Probably when you're gonna watch this, the demo's gonna be available already. So please grab a controller, play. But yeah, that should be it for now.
Awesome. And for people as well, if they want to follow you, anything social media-wise you'd like to promote, definitely go for it.
Sure. So I'm very active on Blue Sky with my name handle is SuperDannyNP .bluesky.social. I think that's how the handles are. And I'm on X/Twitter as well as Avante Atlantis. But you can find these all on the Steam page of Avante Atlantis on Steam. So just go to Steam and type Avante Atlantis, you should find, and there we have all the socials. And we also have a Discord channel where I usually post more in-depth updates and ask for opinions and feedback, and we can chat more one-to-one in there. So you can see things that are usually not posted on the socials. And that should be it.
Awesome. Well, Danilo, it was great hanging out with you today, and definitely best of luck with the rest of development, and hopefully we can do another play like this again in the future, or just have a general podcast chat as well, talking more about the design.
Sure, yeah, it was a pleasure playing with you. I loved playing with someone that I never spoke to before, so it was not friends, so I was telling what they should do. And it was really fun. Thank you for having me.
Yep, not a problem. With that, we're going to wrap up this recording/interview/game spotlight for those of you watching. So be sure to check out Avante Atlantis. Again, the demo should be up by the time that this recording goes up. And if you are a developer working on a game and would like to come on the chat about it, to play it, to do whatever with it, please reach out. I'm always looking for guests and so on. So, with that said, everyone, be sure to come back for daily sessions on game design here and on game wisdom, where you some of the art and science of games. And until our next video, have a great night.